We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. And double honor to our apostles, our elders, the great millstone, still rule and teach well. And peace and blessings and safety unto the Lord's elect. All right, scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth. Preaching this word in humility and sincerity as commanded by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title, as you can see, is we desire to see judgment on our people, man. You know, we hope to see the wicked of our people, the 2/3. When we refer to the 2/3, you can read Zechariah 13, the 8th and 9th verse. Yeah, you know, it speaks about how 2 parts of the nation of Israel shall be cut off and die here in America, man. You know, so yeah, we desire to see that judgment upon them, you know, for multiple reasons. Like me and the brother just talking, like, you know, when the Israelites go back to the spirit world, they in their right mind. Yeah. You know, it's like, you know, what's wicked about wanting to see the wicked judged? You know, but you got certain Israelites, they push that, you know, that vibration, like you going off if you wish death or if you wish evil upon an evil person.
Well, that's the thing. So was Jeremiah wicked when he said when the Lord told? Well, yeah, go ahead, get it. When the Lord told, the Lord told Jeremiah to pray not thou for this people, man. Need to lift up, cry nor voice, man. So we. And see, that's nothing too, because these people don't understand righteousness, man. Because once you understand righteousness, and you gonna talk about hate thou abomination with vehemently. You gotta, and also there's other scriptures speaking about you have to hate wickedness, man. If you for the Lord and you for righteousness, then you gonna hate anything that's contrary to that, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no thing where you straddle the fence, man. Either you on the Lord's side and you against wickedness, despite whoever's in your life, or you for it, man. You can't. The scripture says you can't serve two masters, man. You
gotta, I was in Amos 5, so I'll read this one first. It said, "Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph." So yeah, we supposed to hate the evil, like the brother said, man. We supposed to hate thou abomination. I'm gonna see if I can find that one now.
You know, you gotta hate. Yeah, you gotta hate anything that's contrary to the Lord, man.
Right.
All right.
And want to see it eradicated out of the earth.
Yep.
You know, want to see the Lord take that shit off of the earth, no matter what. If it's a judgment, then that's how it's gotta be.
Yep. And there's even laws regarding like if somebody, if you're, it says mother, brother, sister, whoever, it tells you if they try to persuade you to follow after other guys, you supposed to supposed to get took out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord understands that the trickle down effect to what wickedness leads to. It leads to what you see today.
Right.
You know.
And you have men who actually teach the scriptures, but saying that it's evil to be like that. You know, that's a part of their. This is what you get now. This is Sirach 17:25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. Turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity, for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health, and hate thou abomination vehemently. You know, so that's what the brother's going into. That was going into hating these abominations and wickedness and false pastors and false brethren. You gotta hate those type of things vehemently. Otherwise, you straddling the fence, like the brother said, man. You know. And since you mentioned Jeremiah, I had this in Jeremiah 1, in verse 16. It says, "I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me and have burnt incense unto other gods and worshiped the works of their own hands." So the Lord said he will utter judgments as touching their wickedness. And how does the Lord speak? Through his prophets. So the prophets is going to be the ones to utter judgments against the people. We're going to tell you, the Lord going to put you to death. You know, you false pastors, you niggas who teaching wrong, the Lord's going to judge you, man. You know?
And then the scriptures say, it's in Psalms, I believe, like try 34 and like around like 34 and like 12 or 34 and 16. It says, "Come, teach my people to fear the Lord." It's somewhere in that chapter.
30. This is Psalm to the 34, verse 11. "Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai."
Yeah, so us teaching you the fear of the Lord, it goes hand in hand with wanting to see our people do better.
Right.
All right, so want our people to do better is them putting away their wicked and sinful deeds. And if they don't do that, then
Right.
guess what? You have the other option,
Right.
by which is what, death, man.
Okay.
All right, because if you don't want to do what's required by Yahweh Shema Shah, remember what the Lord told Moses, man. He says, I put life and death before thee.
Okay.
Choose thee this day. You know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrasing it. So we're out there presenting to you that way of how to go about living your life according to the scriptures, not according to how you personally feel or some bullshit you learned on TV or a book you read.
Right.
We talking about, even though the Bible is a book, but it's the holy book. So we're telling you, like, look, the Lord demands of you to live your life according to this book. All right, and if you don't, all right, the other option is what? The other alternative is what? Death, man. The Lord ain't about to sit here and play around with you, man.
Right, and that's the scary thing about the Lord is He already set aside, like we said, 2/3 that's not gonna choose the light.
Yeah.
They're gonna choose the death. We're not gonna pray for those individuals. We're not gonna wish good on those type of individuals, man.
Yeah.
You know, even in the Sirach it says, if thou doest good, knowest to whom thou doest it to.
Yep.
You know, I got a quick one. This is
and they also got Jeremiah. Pray now for His people.
Oh yeah,
I know it's written.
This is Jeremiah chapter 11, and verse. Yeah, 14. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 11, verse 14. Therefore, pray thou not for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer.
Start with what?
This is Jeremiah 14 and Jeremiah 11, verse 12. I'm gonna start at. I mean, you can always start up a little more, but I'm gonna just go to 12. It says, then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble.
Mm-hmm.
For according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal.
Right, so this is what Jake is doing. They're
Right.
idol worshiping, man. Even to this very day, man.
Right.
A lot of our people, they're idolizing, man.
Okay.
They turned themselves into an idol.
Okay.
Nigga get a statue made of himself and start, just like, look at me. You get into that mode, man, where these people, like I said, they're in complete utter rebellion. You know what I'm saying? So why would we pray for these people, man?
Right.
Like, stop making it seem as though we're wicked because we want these people to get judged, man.
Right.
They're not living godly, man. They're living abominable lives, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you say
Shalom to the brothers on the comment board, man.
Shalom, yo. It say, according to the number of thy streets, Jerusalem have you set up altars. So on every street, in where Jake is dwelling, they worshiping idols, man.
Yeah.
On every single street, man.
Yep.
You know, that's heavy. It say in verse 14, and that's the truth. It say verse 14, therefore pray thou not for this people, neither lift up a cry for them. Don't even feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Or pray for them, excuse me. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
Yeah, so the Lord, even if we was to make prayers, like let's just say me and this brother, hypothetically speaking, say if me and this brother, we go home and when we throw up our regular prayers that we do for for sincere believers and the brothers, and then we try to include the 2/3. Oh yeah, Lord Bible Shah, can you have mercy on the 2/3? Can you say them? I pray the 2/3 get delivered. Like that even sounds off, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord wouldn't hear it.
That's what I said. What does that say about you? You know what I'm saying? What? How does that make you look to the Heavenly Father, coming to Him, praying for some people who He already preordained for destruction, man?
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you trying to make the Most High a liar.
Yeah. Because I mentioned this yesterday when we was because brothers held the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. We did a lesson, then brothers speaking off camera, of course. But I was like, bro, like, what do you want us to do though? You know what I'm saying? Like, when we talking about the 2/3, is that something that me and his brother Yaquan made up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna add this into the scriptures. Right. And he's like, no, bro. It's when you go to the brothers quoted earlier. The brother quoted the Zechariah 13:8-9. That's there, bro. I'm not making it up, bro. Right. The Lord said He gonna destroy 2/3 of our people, man. They're wicked, bro. And then if you in the spirit, the Lord has always dealt with a remnant of our people. He has never, and I'll repeat, He has never dealt with the whole nation. on in any generation. Whether you want to go back to the time of Noah, right. You know what I'm saying? Whatever time period you want to deal with, you cannot show us a scripture where the Lord dealt with all Israel, man. Right. Even when Yahushua came on the scene, bro, he wasn't teaching, he wasn't telling everybody about this.
Right. He was cursing people.
He was cursing niggas out,
calling them vipers, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he told the disciples, man. He like, look, he said, whatsoever city you go into, inquire who is worthy of it, man. Okay. The Lord wasn't looking for every nigga that was dark skinned and had a fade, man.
Right. They look like John Shaft.
Yeah, they're like John Shaft, man. He wasn't looking for all of Israel, man. The Lord was very particular about who he wanted to choose, man, because he understood that, look, this is about the elect, bro. Right. Yahushua had to understand it. You think Yahushua, when he came on the scene, walking around, you know what? I'm gonna get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. No.
It said the Lord loveth none but them that dwelleth in wisdom, man.
Yep.
And it says in Wisdom Solomon, he have care for his elect, man. Yep. You know, so that's who we prioritize our prayers for. You know, yep. And everybody else, putting curses on others, man. Yeah. You know, they try to say, oh, you can't put curses on a fellow Israelite. Well, I'm about to read what the Apostle Paul said. This is Galatians chapter 1, verse 6. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach unto another gospel, which is not another, because there's only one truth, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed.
He says, let him be accursed, man. All right, you can throw up curses on the 2/3 of our people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Alicia did it to the little Nicholas.
Little G, well, it wasn't no GMO,
yeah, it wasn't no GMO.
But little demon seeds, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Little bad little Israelite children. And like the brother said, let's curse them, man. Yep. Sent she bears against them and rip them apart, man. That's graphic.
That's graphic.
But this is the power that we dealing with. So you softer, kinder, gentler Israelites, you need to get your mind right, man. Because if you got that type of mindset, what the hell you about to do in Jacob's trouble, man?
Yeah.
You might stop believing in the Lord, man. Yeah. When you see what the Lord about to do to these people, man.
Yep.
You have to be desensitized to judgment, you know, to seeing people be judged, man. You got to be completely dispassionate, like the elder always say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yeah, you got to have a certain, like, another thing too, like this truth ain't for this ain't for like people that are not adults, like in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like this truth is very
manly.
It's not just manly, but it's very grownish. You know what I'm saying? Like mature. The water. That's the perfect word. This truth is very mature, bro. Like a lot of the topics that brothers talk about that's in the scriptures, you have to be on a certain maturity level to receive it, man. Right. Like even something that's serious is talking about the grape situation.
Right.
That takes a very mature man and woman to receive it. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of you being all in your feelings and childish about it, you know, you just like, you know what? Let me accept this for what it actually is, which is the reality of the situation. Right. If a woman reaches the flower of her age and so forth, right. The Lord programmed women to receive seed at when she reached the flower of her age, then so be it, man. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, when we talk about situations regarding the 2/3 of our people, like the video is centered around, that them niggas is gonna die, then you be on a mature enough level to receive that. Right. That would have been my great auntie. Like, well,
right.
What about her? Like, well, is she wicked?
Right.
Does she believe on the Lord? Does she call on the name of Yahweh Shemel Shah? Okay, then more than likely she gonna die, bro.
Right.
I'm sorry to tell you that, bro.
Right. Even like dealing with your children.
Yeah.
You know, like, bro, hey, you can't make them believe.
Yeah.
You know,
yep.
Like, granted, if they still in your house, they might be saved through you.
Yep.
But like, bro, you gotta have a certain type of, you know, maturity level where, look, man, I gotta worry about myself.
Yeah, bro.
Who's ever in my house, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. You got it.
This is the next verse. It says, Galatians 1 verse 9. As we said before, so say I now again. If any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. So the Apostle Paul had to repeat it, man. You know, because he's trying to let you know, like, look, people that's teaching falsely, these false pastors, these false believers, man, the Lord's gonna judge them, man. And you should want them to be cursed. You should want them to be condemned. You should want them to be judged. Because the Apostle Paul, he said he delivered them unto Satan. Let me see if I can find that.
A quarter, a little more.
I got it.
Okay.
This is First Timothy 1 and verse 19. I'm gonna start at. Con. It said, holding faith and a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith have made shipwreck, of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered unto Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme.
Well, hold on, like this I thought we can't curse the these niggas, man. These wicked niggas.
Right.
He said he delivered them up to Satan, man. You got it.
Right. So meaning what? He put a curse on them, man. You know, he put a heavy curse on their ass, and Satan got with them. You know, the Lord got with them, man, because they was making concerning the faith of the believers of Yahweh Shemel Shah. They was causing some to become shipwrecked. They was swaying individuals' faith, man.
Yeah.
You know, by the things that they was teaching. Yeah. You know. So that goes for any other of these false camps, these false teachers, man. They fall under that umbrella of people who we could pray for judgment upon, man. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And that's just the reality of the situation. A lot of our people, they're just not in the spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. Brothers on comment board. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Kadash put up you read that 25 Proverbs.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh Shemel Shah understand all things.
Yup, and that's the thing, bro. Once you on a level like the Lord is straight, right? Once you on a level, bro, you'll understand that. Look, all right, man, this is what it is, man. All right, the scriptures like bro you quoted and read. Evil men understand not judgment, but it says that, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. We understand why the Lord is going to get rid of 2/3, man. Right. If the Lord has given you the spirit of preaching, you're on the highways and byways, you're on the forefront, and you had multiple encounters with 2/3 with niggas, right. you be fully convinced. Right. Like I this perfect example. I said for the younger brothers that never had encounter with scoffers or heavy scoffers. When that nigga vocab came up and he brought them niggas with him, when he brought them niggas with him, like if you was a brother prior to that encounter, you was probably still like, well, I don't know why the Lord gonna destroy 2/3. I bet a lot of them brothers like, I see why now. Okay. I fucking see why. It's like sometimes the Lord got to take you through real life experience to get it. Right. That's why when the Lord had multiple men of the Lord, like the prophets, he'll always make them do physical demonstrations. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He'll have a prophet do a physical demonstration on what it is that he wanted, convey. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny you said that because, like, when you think about Jeremiah, if anybody who's listening that has that mindset that we're speaking against, I encourage you to read the whole book of Jeremiah. Because Jeremiah had compassion at first. Yep. You know, Jeremiah couldn't understand at first. Yep. But the Lord had to take him through things with our nation. And then what Jeremiah do? He was in the king's court cursing their ass out, telling them specifically the type of judgments that was gonna come upon them, man. Yep. You know?
Yeah, because we all started off like that, man. A lot of brothers started off. You got a soft spot for Jake, and and it's just that OR spirit that you come in when you first get.
We all gotta come together.
Yeah, right. Well, I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And just that and the third, but after a while, bro, your tolerance you get black fatigue. And you really want nothing to do with Jake, bro. You just like, man, you really like cold fuck a nigga, man.
Right. You know? And this is Romans chapter 11, verse 8. According as it is written, this is the prayer David prayed, right? David cursed 2/3, man. According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David saith, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down always. And that's talking about the table is referring to the scriptures, man. David put a curse on 2/3 of our people that when they would open up the scriptures, it would pretty much trap them up and deceive them. Yep. It says the same thing in Isaiah the 28th chapter. Line upon line, precept upon precept.
Here a little, there a little.
Yeah, that they may be snared and taken. Yep. So for the elect, when they get the precepts, it builds them up in truth. But for the 2/3, when they read these precepts, it's like a snare and a trap to them, man. You probably have to get off that if you can get off.
Yeah.
But so David, this is King David here, man after the Most High's own heart, man. he's not asking the Lord to pray for to save all Israel. He said, look, man, let their table be made a snare, man, and a trap, and bow down their back always, man. Bring them into judgment, you know. And the last one I had, because like I said before at the beginning, if let's say the Lord do take people off the earth, man, like the scoffers that he been destroying, man. And see, that's the thing. The Lord has a track record of dealing with our enemies, man.
Yep.
You know, a proven track record from the Brother Polite to Gorilla Hebrew to Rapid News. You know, different individuals that have come against the apostles over the years. Some of them went back to the spirit world, man.
Yeah, or they bugged out.
Right. Oh yeah. So they, you know, they spiritually in another world.
Yeah, bro.
You
and
know?
that's even worse.
Come.
You would rather go out. You rather Lord just take the spirit from you to just be a bugged out individual that knew the truth.
Come.
And now you walking around like what's his name? Pegasus. Yeah, Pegasus, man. That is a terrible, right? Good one. That's a terrible way to go out, man.
Right.
Or you know, the Lord just had you bugged out, and you look like you bugged out. Now you walking around like Delonte West. You know what I'm saying? Remember him?
Yeah.
Delonte West.
He's still on the streets.
He like, for those who don't know, that nigga was a talented
point guard.
Yeah, point guard. He played for the Cavs, and now I was seeing a recent picture. He like a crackhead just on the street. You know, Lord bugged him out. Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 3, verse 17. It said there, this is speaking about in the spirit world, right? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to start up. This is Job chapter 3, verse 12. Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should give suck? I mean, it's like, let me start at 11.
Yeah.
Job 3, verse 11. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck? Meaning Job was like, why did we go right? And Job like, why didn't, you know, I stay in the spirit world, because he was catching so much hell.
Yep.
He was like, I'd rather be in the spirit world.
Yep.
And then listen to what he says. It says, for now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept, then had I been at rest with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver, or as in hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. So in the spirit world, the wicked, they ain't causing trouble. You know, they in their right mind. They are as the angels of heaven, as Yahweh Shah said. You know, so then they room for us. They room for the righteous. You know, they're complaining before the Heavenly Father. Whereas down here, they worshiping abominations, participating in abominations. They scoffing the prophets. You know, so yeah, it would be better for them to be in the spirit world, man.
Yeah, they stay in their right mind, man.
You know, it said there the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. So it's perfect peace in the spirit world, man. You know, us wanting the wicked to be judged, man. That ain't nothing wicked about that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a mercy kill. Like if you look at a soldier, he on the battlefield with his let's say his comrade got shot, and he in pain and agony. Right. Yeah. Like Saul is another perfect example. Mm-hmm. Paul he wanted his armor bearer to take him out, but then Paul wound up he fell on his own sword. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Pass by real quick. But that's an example we use in that, like, if you got a friend that you see he got battlefield and he got shot in the brain, but he's still living, and then he his last word just, hey, take me out. I'm fucking in pain over here, man. You know, and then you should want that mercy kill. You just want to get took out. Right. So we see the state that Jake is in. These niggas is bugged out. We're like, look, man, Lord, just take them out, man. Right. I'd rather you do that and they be in their right mind and they in peace in the spiritual world where there ain't no harm, nothing being done. So I'd rather that than them being out here bugged the fuck out. I just asked ChatGPT, what is a mercy kill? It says a mercy kill is the deliberate ending of someone's life to relieve them from unbearable suffering. Beautiful. You know? And that's what it is, man. Jake is suffering in their wickedness and in their flesh, even though it might feel good to them. But their spirit it said that the spirit is
groaneth.
Spirit will make an intercession for our flesh.
And that's even for the wicked.
Yep.
Because they don't know why they doing what they doing. Yeah, they don't know why they indulging in such wickedness. But they spirit is searching for the truth, but it's not able to find it.
Yeah.
Because they weren't ordained.
That's why the Lord said what He said. He said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do."
Damn.
The Lord, He knew and understood that. Like when you looking at a 2/3, like his spirit, like the scripture say, He has a zeal according. He has a zeal.
Not according to knowledge.
But not according to knowledge. Mm-hmm. But the Lord understood, and we understand. Like when we looking at Jake, because they're Israelites, they want to do the right thing, but because the Lord predestined them to be a 2/3, they're not going to do the right thing. So it's like it's like a spiritual drug addict. You know what I'm saying? But they, even though they're not taking no physical meth or whatever, but they spiritually drunk, high, spiritually high and shit.
Right.
So it's like we can't do nothing about it.
Right.
You want the nigga to sober up, but he's spiritually drunk.
Yeah, you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves.
Yeah,
when it comes to it. In verse 11, but ye are they that have forsaken the Lord Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
Yep.
Therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Yep. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So that's it. The Lord said He numbered them to the slaughter. They predestinated to be destroyed, man. And who are we to try to? Who are thou to reply us against God?
Come on, man.
Who are we to try to change that or persuade the Lord? The Lord said He ain't got no counselors, man. Yeah. Ain't nothing we can tell Him to make Him change His mind.
Yeah, it's nothing we can do, bro. Like I said, literally, what do you want me to do? I can't pray for him because the Lord said don't do it, and it wouldn't work anyway. And I can't literally do anything about the situation. The Lord already set it up that way, dude. The fuck you want us to do, man?
Right. So the Lord said, "Blessed is he that believeth," as the scripture have said, man. So we gotta trust in the will of the Lord, man. Understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Yeah, because He don't make mistakes, man.
So Lord willing is edifying. We're gonna give all praise, all honor, and all glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash,
giving us spirit through this lesson. Kom Yashar, Shalom.
Shalom.